What's up, everybody? It's me, Chris, once again, here to break down this weekend super flyweight title fight between Vic Darchinyan and Jorge Arce. I know this is a little bit of a last minute since I'm only doing it on Thursday and the fight Saturday. Truth be told, I wasn't even planning on making a video for this fight. Not that I don't think it's a good fight. I think it's going to be a good, exciting fight. I think it's relevant, especially for that division. And, I think it's a fight that fans should check out. The only reason I wasn't going to is because I haven't seen a lot of Jorge Arce's fights, to be honest. So I don't like to make a lot of predictions on fighters where I don't know both of them that well. I have read a lot about him, heard a lot about him, seen clips from here or there, but I just haven't seen a lot of his entire fights. So I don't know his history as well as I do Darchinyan's. Not that I'm know everything about Darchinyan, but I've seen him on Showtime over the last few years. Every time he's been on Showtime and Showbox, so I've got to see a lot more of him than I have of Arce. That being said, the reason I'm making this video is because I noticed that of all the people I'm subscribed to on here who also make videos, guys like Budasai, Blood Boxing, 97 Rough, 17 Brandiff, Talk Boxing, Borges, Rob Riddle, guys like this, other guys that make videos that in the YouTube boxing community, so to speak. I haven't seen anyone make a video on this fight as far as predictions wise, and I'm sure people want to discuss it. There's fans out there that want to discuss it. So, I thought I'd drop my 2 cents on it, even though it may not be the most thorough. That being said, let's get to it. Super flyweight title. Vic Darchinyan defending his titles, WBA, WBC, and IBF titles against Jorge Arce. Darchinyan's got a record of 31-1-1 with 25 KOs. Arce is 51-4-1. Darchinyan's got 25 KOs. Arce has 39. Real quick, Darchinyan's 5'5" with the 64-inch reach, and Arce is 5'6", or actually, Darchinyan's 5'5.5" with the 64-inch reach. Arce's 5'6" with the 69-inch reach. The reason I mention that, height's pretty much equal. However, Arce's obviously got a reach advantage. Thing is, I think that'd obviously be an advantage to him if he was a more of a traditional boxer and used his jab effectively. But from what I've seen and heard, Arce is more of a brawler type fighter, more of not a slugger, but he's not exactly the most technical boxer. So I don't think he's actually going to use that jab advantage, to his advantage. Plus it's hard to say if that would even work. I believe Christian Mahares had a good jab, and that didn't seem to fare well against Darchinyan whatsoever. Another thing, Darchinyan is 33 and Arce is only 29. To be honest, based on how many fights they've had, I thought that Arce was the much younger fighter. The much older fighter. I was surprised to see with the amount of fights he's had that he's actually younger by 4 years. I think Arce's got a lot more wear and tear on his body. He's got a lot more fights, and his style, the way his style dictates in the ring, it just, it's conducive to having a lot more wear and tear. He's been in a lot more hard-fought battles than Darchinyan has at this stage of his career. Darchinyan, he's coming off. He had the loss to Nonito Donaire a while back, not too long ago, about 4 or 5 fights ago, and that was kind of a surprising loss, at least as far as someone like me who didn't really know who Nonito Donaire was at the time. But since then, he's had 4 straight wins, and his last 2 wins have been really impressive over Dmitry Kirilov and Christian Mahares. I actually thought Mahares would beat him, but he beat those guys decisively, stopping both of them. So he's looked really good. He's really been on a tear at super flyweight. Jorge Arce, he lost to Christian Mahares, the guy that Darchinyan just beat. He lost decisively. Mahares took him apart boxing using his skills. But since then, Arce's won 5 straight. Although I don't think his level of opposition has been quite as high as Darchinyan's has, and at least in Darchinyan's last couple victories. So, that being said, this is going to be a really good fight. These guys definitely don't like each other, as it's being demonstrated in the pre-fight hype and build-up. This is a fight that's been talked about for a couple of years, even when they were down at flyweight, and it's finally going to happen. So, I'm sure fans of both fighters are really looking forward to it. Hardcore Mexican fans and Armenian fans, they're very supportive of their boxers, and I think they really get into these nationalistic battles. So, hopefully there's no, any kind of racial discrimination or anything on either side, words being thrown around. And we can just respect these fighters and, the trade that they ply in the ring against one another. So, on to my prediction. I'm going to go with Vic Darchinyan. Seems to be the safe pick from what I've gathered. and also from what I've seen. Both guys they both aren't necessarily classical boxers. They're more so guys that just like to get in there and throw down and get in a good fight. And, like I said, Arce has a lot of wear and tear on his body, and Darchinyan seems to really be coming on, especially in his last couple fights. Also, I think Darchinyan's got more power. Arce seems to cut quite a bit. Might have a lot of scar tissue from all the fights he's been in as well. Darchinyan, the only time, he may not have the best technical boxing skills, but I don't think Arce is going to be able to necessarily take advantage of Darchinyan's defensive deficiencies. Also, I don't think Arce's got the power necessary to put Darchinyan away. Don't get me wrong. Anyone can go down from a good, clean shot, but I just think I'm not sure that Arce's got the pop in his punches to be able to stop Darchinyan the way Nonito Donaire did. So I'm going to go with Darchinyan. I'm going to go with him by a stoppage, whether it be by TKO or stoppage on cuts. I don't know if that's the smartest prediction. Like I said, I haven't seen enough of Arce. It could go to a decision, but from what I've gathered, it sounds like Darchinyan should be the favorite for a reason, and that if he does win the fight, a stoppage is likely. Especially since these two are really going to be going at it. It sounds like a lot of animosity, as I stated before, between the two. So I'm going to go with Darchinyan by stoppage, either on cuts or a TKO. Somewhere later in the fight. I think it should go a while before it gets going, before either one of these guys get out here. But I think it's going to be a really good fight. Sounds like it's really going to be a heated battle in there. Good brawl. One of those ones where once they're toe-to-toe, standing, getting the instructions in the middle of the ring, fans are just salivating for the bell to finally ring and get the fight started. So, that's my prediction. Sorry if it's not the most accurate analysis and whatnot, but I stated the reasons for that at the beginning of the video. So, depending on how the fight goes down, I may be back on Sunday to give my afterthoughts on it. But until next time, I'm out of here, guys. Bye.